Kenya 10, or the rest of Africa 0. In case you didn't hear me at the back, I said Kenya 10, the rest of Africa 0. As a Nigerian, I am proud of Kenyans. I'm proud seeing Kenyans come out to protest against their government. It's a thing of joy as a Nigerian, because while Kenyans were protesting, my lovely country people were busy talking about who was dating who had the biggest waist, who had the biggest ass, who had the biggest boob, who had the biggest unnecessary, irrelevant things. Oh, this person, Asha Kine, took a girl on a date. The girl denied her boyfriend. I mean, these were the things that Nigerians were focused on while Kenyans were out on the streets protesting. My country people were focused on irrelevant things that do not matter and will never matter in life. That was what my country people were focused on. Oh, this person just found a relationship. Guess who just bought a new car? These were the things that were in the news in my country while Kenyans were out there demanding for a better country, demanding their government to do better. And the sad part is that the Kenyan government is not as bad as the government in Nigeria. In Nigeria, the government's got no ears. They don't hear. It's what they say that they listen to, that they do. They don't hear our cries. They don't see our pain. They don't feel our pain. We do not matter to them. When they are talking to us, they're talking like we don't exist. We have no life. We're not humans. We are lesser beings. That's the way they consider us. And instead of us to even be the ones leading the way for other African countries, we're talking about who's in a relationship, who's got the biggest hips, who's got the biggest behind. That's what my country would rather talk about than demanding for a better country. So congratulations once again to the people of Kenya. I was here last year. I talked about this topic and I said Kenya is now the new giant of Africa based on their resilience, based on their ability to stand up and speak against their government. I celebrate you, the people of Kenya. You have done well once again. However, there are just some things that I do not think has gone right with this protest that you're protesting and this call for your government to get out of the way. There are just some things that I don't think you're getting right. And especially after listening to your president. I'm not a fan of your president, but after listening to your president, I think there are a couple of things that you people really need to consider. Yes, and most importantly, even though you don't like your president, even though you don't want him to be your president, you should listen to your president too and take some of the things that he has said to you people, because in all that he said, some things were really important and they made so much sense. First on the list, he said,
if you truly love Kenya, as you say, don't ban your country.
Your president wasn't lying when he said that if you truly love Kenya, do not burn your country. You cannot be the one saying that you love your country, you want the best for your country, and you're out there protesting and destroying public property and destroying businesses or small business and all that. You cannot be the one. That's not love for your country.
If you are telling us you truly love this nation, don't be part of the problem.
It's easy to be a part of the problem than to be a part of the solution. The actions you take while angry at someone is one of the ways you end up becoming a part of the problem. If a decision is taken out of anger, most of the time, it leaves you at the end of the day as a part of the problem. If you're mad at your president, don't be mad in such a way that you end up becoming a part of the problem. So the president of Kenya was right when he said, do not be, at the end of the day, a part of the problem.
Violence will not. Anarchy will not. It will not sort out our country. Let us not fool ourselves.
Violence is never the solution to unemployment. Violence is never the solution to poor healthcare. Whatever it is that citizens are facing, violence is never a solution. Violence has never been a solution, and it will never ever be a solution. You want him to stay just for one term, but the solution to Kenya's problems is not found in how many terms a person stays.
What do you mean by Ruto must go? How do I go? Because we have a constitution in place, dear people, right? Yes. If you want Ruto to go, please, my simple advice to you, Look for a better plan. Convince the people of Kenya that you have a better plan. This one of mine has created 250,000 jobs in the housing sector. Look for one that creates 500,000. This one of mine, I have brought down the cost of unga from 240 to 160. Look for one that brings it to 50. I have said, you cannot replace a plan that is working that you don't like with no plan.
He said he's a plan that is working, that the people of Kenya just don't like his plan. But the plan is working. If your plans are working, you think people are going to be this angry? You think people are going to be this disgusted? You think people are going to be saying you must go, you have to go if your plans are working? That's the problem with African politicians. Their plans are always working. Their plans are always the best. But they seem to forget, or they fail to forget, that these plans are only good in their heads and not in the reality on the streets. Their plans are never good for the people on the streets. The plans are only good in their heads. The plans are only good for the people that are gaining, surrounding them that are gaining. The plans are never good, and they don't listen to the people on the streets. Mr. President, Mr. William Ruto, if you really want to know if your plans are working, listen to the people on the streets. Listen to the voices on the streets. Listen to the people out there that are crying for help, for a change, for a better standard of living. Listen to those people and not the people that you surround yourself with. So I don't agree with you when you say your plans are working. If your plans are working, people will not be out there so angry wanting you to leave. Your plans are not really working the way you think they are working. No, they are not. And in conclusion, to the people of Kenya, whatever you do, please, please, please do not bring about the end of your country through violence, through anarchy, through breaking of law and all that. Whatever you do, do not get involved in anything that will bring about the end of your country. Do not tear your country apart. Do not tear your country down. Stay together, unite, and demand for what is right from your government. I wish you all the best, my friends in Kenya. God bless you. Bye-bye.